All right, he's ready now.
Yeah.
Prepared. Okay, Troy.
Alright, so I'm going to start from the beginning. I started smoking pot at 10. That's what introduced me to all of this. Around the end of middle school, right before my freshman year of high school, I was introduced to Percocet, which I only used once. Contrary to popular belief, I did not do pills for a long time and then go into heroin. It was one time and then straight into heroin. And I started that my freshman year of high school, and I tore my rotator cuff my freshman year of high school playing baseball. And after that, everything went downhill. I mean, I went from having a scholarship to go play baseball to literally having nothing, and then my life took a huge turn. I mean, I started using needles, and next year after that, it wasn't like I just gradually went into it. It was all or nothing for me. I mean, but yeah, so I mean, I played sports my whole life, and then I went into high school and literally went from 4.0 student playing sports to barely graduating high school and not even showing up. About halfway through my high school career, I started selling drugs, which got me into more mess as you could assume. I mean, I've been shot at, I've been stabbed. I mean, I'm missing part of my ear right here because I got shot. I've been in high-speed chases. I mean, you name it, I've been through it. I do that. I mean, I've been through a lot in my addiction, and nothing was really enough. I always had those yets. It was like, I haven't been to prison, I haven't been to jail, I haven't OD'd, I haven't killed myself. Like, and pretty much at this point, I've hit all of those. I mean, I went to jail, I've got picked up on felonies, I've overdosed 9 times, 6 times I had to be Narcaned. 3 times I fell out and woke back up. I don't know how, but I woke back up. I mean, I've been through all of it, and it still was never enough. I mean, name it, and I've done this shit for Suboxone, Vivitrol, detoxes, inpatients. I mean, I've been through all of it, and I mean, none of it really fully worked until I decided that I wanted to be clean. And my life hit a point where I couldn't go on any further because the only yet I have to accomplish is death. I mean, the last run I had was right before I got here. It was 9 months. I started using shortly before my son was born. I was there in the hospital when he was born, smoking meth in the bathroom, like one of those things that even addiction can stop for that moment in my life. Like, so I mean, my son was born. I got to hold him the first, like right as he was born, and then the next day my mom kicked me out and I was homeless. I didn't see my son for 4 months after he was born because of active addiction. I mean, I was on Vivitrol the whole time, which stopped heroin, but I quickly transitioned to meth, and it was all meth. And I mean, that was like the worst 9 months of my life. I got picked up on 3 felonies. I have many, many more coming if everything goes the way that it's supposed to. I mean, I'm gonna get hit with a lot of shit, and it's like, I have all that leaning over my head right now, but the fact that I want to be clean right now is the only reason I'm still here. Like, I could go out and get high again. I mean, I did it already in this house, and it was like, it took me 4 days to hit the point where I was ready to die. Like, I had no option. I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to be clean. I literally just wanted to say, fuck it, and just take that little bit too much. Like, and I tried. Right before I got here, right before Angie saw me at QFC, actually, and picked me up. Like, if Angie wouldn't have found me that day, I would not have made it back here. Like, I had no intentions of coming back. And I'm thankful for that every day. Like, she didn't have to drive and find me. Like, she really didn't. And I appreciate that. Like, it was that one thing that it was like, it took me 4 days to literally hit complete bottom, and it was worse than the whole 9 months I was out last. For like 4 days, it took bigger toll on me than anything I've ever been through. And that's really what it took for me to come back, and I hit that point where it was like there was no other option but getting clean or dying on the streets. And so, I mean, I made it here and started working with a sponsor, started doing my step work, and made an actual effort to change my life. And that's the only reason I'm here right now, sitting in front of you guys. So.
Mm.
That's where I'm at.
Good job, Troy.